Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Covering all conversation from dating to sports fetishes, this is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Where's my audience applauding? I ain't been on the show in a while. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Bring it, audience. Yeah, I've been busy doing stuff like, things like waxing my chest and going on hot air balloon rides and stuff like that. What? All right. Well, I want to say something. This is a very important show because we got a couple people here today that are near and dear to my heart. All right. One musically and one that I work with well. Whenever I'm in town and whenever I'm around, he'd be working with me. And the subject matter we's talking about today, America, is being second fiddle. It's being subordinate. Never being the number one cat out there. Yeah, that's right. Not everybody can be the number one cat. You need to have supporting artists and cast members. And you have people that always just come up short. Like the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, for example. They just can't win it. They make it, they never make it. To the final hurdle, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, I want to bring my homeboy, my man who sits in for me when I was out of town or busy waxing my rims and stuff and does this show. That's my man, Jerome Carmichael. Come out to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on my day off.
It's great to see you, Jerome. And thank you for bringing out that cheese basket for me so I can snack on something. Well, Jerome,
yes, because I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable, Shabazz.
Absolutely
God
not.
forbid you actually have to do your job.
Well, after 27 years, every once in a while, you got to take some time off. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Even though I only did 5 shows last year, that's all right. I was busy doing things. So, Jerome, first of all, I want to say thank you for holding down the fort, for keeping it real around here. Yeah, that's my man over there. Look at him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, take some credit over here. And, yeah, when I mentioned this topic about doing this show today, you said, you know what, Shabazz, I want to be on the show. I want you to interview me, to talk about my experience about hosting your show all the time. So, Jerome, what did you want to say?
That's exactly how it happened. I said nothing about wanting to keep my day off. I wanted to be here with you, Shabazz.
I know you won that. You won that pass to go race around Ferraris and stuff at Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
And then have a full 5-course dinner at one of them fancy downtown restaurants. And then
but
you were
why do that when I can be here?
That's right, because I can interview you.
Excellent. Yes. Well, what I wanted to say about being a second fiddle is, it's there in the name. You're second.
Yeah,
everything you want and desire is not important to people.
And you do a great job of that. I tell you that right now. Matter of fact, intern Steve ain't as good as you.
Well, I would hope not.
Marissa back in the green room that changes out my napkins and my Kleenex ain't as good as you.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You get new napkins and Kleenex?
Oh, yeah. Before every show. What they ain't stocking it for you?
I've had to reuse the same tissue since 2013.
Well, that's part of the deal being second fiddle, I guess. Just ask Marissa.
It is.
You know what, Jerome? I'll tell you what. I'll ask Marissa to help you out and bring a fresh box in next week. And maybe actually give you some filter water so you ain't drinking out the nasty lead-filled pipes that we got up in here in this building.
Wait, I have to go to that special fountain because it has lead piping?
Yeah, that's right.
Shabazz, I've put up with a lot throughout the years on this show, and I really feel like you brought me in here just to rub it in how poorly you treat me.
Oh, Yeah, that's right, audience. Look at him. He likes to be treated like this. Who doesn't like to be beat down? That's always second place. They all do, otherwise they'd be first place. Well, anyway, you just sit over there and be quiet for a second. I got another.
Oh, okay, yes, I know my place.
That's right. And go ahead. Yo, Steve, go give him a little bit of that leftover cheese or something for my plate. Yeah, that's right. I got another very important person that's always second fiddle that's really near and dear to my heart, right? Everybody, when they was growing up or coming up in the streets in the hip-hop game, was listening to Destiny's Child. And you know who's got right in front of me? Yeah, don't worry about it. Ain't Bay. It ain't bad, y'all audience. It's my girl, Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland, come on to the show.
Hello.
How you doing, Kelly? It's great to see you. I ain't seen you done nothing since you done the Puppy Bowl a couple Super Bowls ago. Yeah, come on, audience.
Audience, please.
Yeah, that's respectable. You were probably busy. You couldn't do the halftime show, right? You had to do the Puppy Bowl.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not have an invitation to do the halftime performance at the Super Bowl, but you know what? I'm not bitter. I'm not jealous. I try to appreciate the opportunities that I get, and I got to sing at a really great event, and it's called the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is a lot of puppies,
Right.
and then everybody else is just crew, and there's basically two people.
Yeah.
One person to make sure nobody trips over any,
Puppies.
there's a really important position that nobody trips over the puppies, and then there's the cameraman.
Yeah, well, that's important. And how do the puppies take to you? Kelly, did you get bit at all? Did they love you, smooch up to you? And what kind of ratings did you have at the Puppy Bowl?
What kind of what?
Ratings, like TV ratings, you know?
Well, actually, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but viewership went down during my performance. But I think the only reason for that is because, bathroom breaks. People turn off the TV at halftime to go to do their business.
Well, that might be true, but from what I understood in the last Super Bowl 50, where them Denver Broncos done won it, Beyonce, your old homegirl, did the halftime show, and it was the highest rated halftime show of all time. So I don't know if they really was tuning out at halftime.
Well, I think those rating systems aren't totally accurate anyway.
To say, just because it's the highest rated halftime show of all time doesn't mean the viewership didn't go down from when the actual game was being played.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
And plus, you know what? I got, how many puppies were watching that halftime show? All right. How many impressionable young canines were being exposed to soulful music from my good friend, Beyonce Knowles, versus myself, And I'd like to think that on that day, Kelly Rowland's voice reached out to a lot of young puppies that are going to grow up stronger and wiser because they listened.
And it also reached out to a lot of middle-aged talk show hosts too.
Yeah, you was watching, Jerome, right?
Of course.
Yeah, how did you like a rendition of the Star Spangled Banner?
I am not embarrassed to say that I got a little dust. It got a little dusty in the room. It was beautiful, Ms. Rowland.
Oh,
dusty in the room?
He got emotional. He started hugging the TV set when you were singing.
I'm not gonna say that I wept, but I was on the verge. Audience, feelings are nothing to be ashamed of.
So Jerome,
I totally agree.
When you was watching the Puppy Bowl, audience, that's right. Jerome, when you was watching the Puppy Bowl with Kelly performing, did you have your two chihuahuas in your lap? And what did they think of it?
Yes, I had them in their lap, and they were all dressed up in their and they had their jerseys on.
The Kelly Rowland jerseys.
Yes, they're also both big Kelly Rowland fans. That's why they're in the studio here tonight. Settle down, boys. Settle down.
They wanted to meet Kelly Rowland.
I told you we will meet her after the show.
I don't do private performances.
No, Miss Rowland, I wouldn't expect you to have time for someone like me.
Kelly, you got kind of that look in your eye. You and Jerome want to go out on a date or something?
Oh, Shabazz, please.
Miss
Rowland is.
Hey, audience, hold on. That might be funny on the surface, but I was a former pimp. I seen stranger things than that. Kelly, why don't you ask him out on a date or something?
No, Ms. Rowland, I understand you have a very busy life. You're running with the likes of Nelly and other high-powered entertainment folks. Please, we don't need to.
Yeah,
I understand
feel like
that you're busy.
This is not. I did not come here to do some kind of dating service. I came here to say that I'm proud of the music that I'm making and for the impact I'm having on the world through my art.
Yeah, that's right. You sang that Star Spangled Banner, and anyone that better ever done heard. And Jerome, I have to say that, that was pretty cool. That you had your chihuahuas watching along, and while you was weeping watching Kelly over here.
Oh, well, they wouldn't have missed it, Shabazz.
That's right. And you know what, audience? You can never only be number one. Second fiddles happen, and them is the talking points.
Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during good, bad, ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.